Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop? Even when everything around you is quiet, there's still noise inside, a stream of thoughts that never slows down. You tell yourself to relax, to breathe, to just chill. The thoughts keep coming, replaying memories, imagining futures, analyzing every little detail. You watch other people laugh, move on, live freely, and you wonder, why can't I do that? Why does my brain always have to question, compare, overthink? For some people, this isn't just a habit, it's a survival strategy. Psychologists call it hypervigilance, when your brain stays on high alert even when there's no real danger anymore. It often starts in childhood. Maybe you grew up where emotions were unpredictable, where love came and went, or where silence felt heavy. So your brain learned to watch everything, every tone, every glance, every pause. And while that skill helped you once, now it just never turns off. As adults, people like this, people like you, overthink not because they want to, but because they're trying to stay in control. Deep down, your brain believes, if I can just understand everything, I'll never be hurt again. But that kind of control comes with a cost. When we overthink, we stop living life. We just analyze it. Scientists even have a name for this, analysis paralysis. Yeah, it sounds like a joke, but it's real. It's when your brain freezes because it's processing too many what-ifs. And people who overthink, they notice everything. The shifts in someone's voice, the look in their eyes, the pauses in a text. It's a gift, but it's also heavy. Because when you see everything, you start doubting everything. You want connection, but you can't stop scanning for danger. You want peace, but your brain's still in survival mode. And science even backs this up. People who overthink show more activity in the prefrontal cortex, that's your brain's thinking center, and less control in the limbic system, which manages emotion. In simple words, you're thinking instead of feeling. Your brain's trying to protect you, but it ends up wearing you down. And the modern world doesn't help, right? Notifications, headlines, DMS, everything fighting for your attention. We're processing more information in one day than people did in a week a century ago. For deep thinkers, it's like trying to meditate in a thunderstorm. So what can you do when your mind won't stop? The answer isn't to stop thinking. That's impossible. Trust me, people have tried. The real answer is to change your relationship with your thoughts. When you breathe slowly, when you feel your feet on the ground, you're telling your nervous system, it's okay, you're safe. This is neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself. With small, honest moments, writing, walking, breathing, or just talking with someone who listens, you can train your brain to feel safe in stillness again. You stop analyzing every silence. You stop assuming every pause means something's wrong. And you start asking, does this thought help me or hurt me? Because thinking deeply was never the problem. The problem was believing that thinking could replace feeling. When you finally allow yourself to feel, really feel, you realize peace doesn't come from fixing everything. It comes from accepting that some questions don't need answers. Maybe that's what real intelligence looks like. Not endless analysis, but being fully alive, even when the mind is still busy. Do not forget to subscribe the channel.